What does it mean to have mental freedom, and why is it vital to our lives? This is a question that has intrigued psychologists and seekers of personal growth for centuries. The essence of mental freedom, simply put, lies in the liberation of the mind from limiting beliefs, fears, and societal expectations. It enables us to make conscious decisions that align with our values and aspirations, leading to self-actualization. The concept of mental freedom is a cornerstone in the theories of some of the most influential psychologists of our time. Each brings a unique perspective, shedding light on different facets of this complex yet pivotal concept. This includes the teachings of Zen Buddhist Shi Yeng Hi, the thought-provoking ideas of Jordan Peterson, the social cognitive theory of Bandura, and the psychosocial theory of Erik Erikson. Join us as we dive into the profound insights of Shi Yeng Hi, Jordan Peterson, Bandura, and Erik Erikson on mental freedom. Shi Yeng Hi, a Zen Buddhist, suggests that mental freedom starts with mindfulness and meditation. This profound statement sets the stage for Hi's teachings about the cultivation of inner freedom. His approach is deeply rooted in the Zen Buddhist tradition, which emphasizes the importance of being fully present and aware. Hi teaches that the key to mental freedom lies within us. It's about being aware of our thoughts without judging them. Imagine a river, with each thought being a ripple on the water's surface. Rather than attempting to control the ripples, we should observe them as they come and go. This non-judgmental awareness liberates the mind, freeing it from the chains of habitual thought patterns. But awareness alone is not enough. Hi encourages us to live fully in the present moment. The past, with its regrets, and the future, with its worries, often cloud our minds. By anchoring ourselves in the present, we can free our minds from these distractions. This focus on the here and now allows us to live more consciously, making decisions that align with our values instead of being dictated by past experiences or future anxieties. This idea of conscious, value-driven choices is central to Hi's teachings. He believes that true freedom comes from being able to choose our actions based on what we truly value, rather than reacting to external circumstances. This freedom of choice allows us to navigate life's ups and downs with grace and wisdom, leading us towards self-realization. Hi's teachings provide a roadmap to inner freedom. Through mindfulness and meditation, we can cultivate an awareness of our thoughts. By living in the present moment, we can free ourselves from past regrets and future worries. And by making conscious, value-driven choices, we can steer our lives in the direction of our highest ideals. In Hi's view, true freedom is found within ourselves, not in external circumstances. Remember, mental freedom is not about escaping or controlling the world around us. It's about cultivating an inner landscape where we are free to be ourselves, regardless of the outer circumstances. It's about finding peace within amidst the chaos of the world outside. Jordan Peterson believes that true freedom comes from taking responsibility for life's challenges. It's a perspective that perhaps challenges our instinctive desire to avoid discomfort and adversity. Yet it's in this counterintuitive approach that Peterson finds the key to mental freedom. You see, Peterson sees life as a series of constraints, a set of given circumstances that we can't necessarily change. However, the freedom lies not in the constraints themselves, but in how we choose to respond to them. It's about recognizing that we have the power to choose our attitude, our actions, and our responses, regardless of the situation. Peterson's philosophy draws parallels with the concept of the hero's journey, a narrative archetype where the hero must face their fears and overcome obstacles to grow and find their purpose. Just like the hero, we too are called upon to confront our fears, to take on the challenges that life throws at us and to learn from them. It's not about avoiding suffering, but rather embracing it as an opportunity for growth. This perspective shifts the focus from seeking comfort to pursuing what is valuable and meaningful. It's about aiming for those goals that are worthy of our efforts, those objectives that resonate with our core values and ideals. And it is in this pursuit that we find our sense of purpose, our reason for being. Peterson's emphasis on responsibility underscores the importance of personal accountability in our journey towards mental freedom. It's about taking ownership of our lives, our decisions, and our destinies. It's about acknowledging that we are the authors of our own life stories and that we have the power to shape our narrative no matter the circumstances. In essence, Peterson's approach to mental freedom is not about a life devoid of challenges, but rather a life enriched by the meaningful pursuit of valuable goals. A life where we choose our responses to the constraints we face. For Peterson, mental freedom is about choosing our responses to life's constraints and finding meaning in the pursuit of valuable goals. Albert Bandura emphasizes the role of self-efficacy, or belief in one's abilities, in achieving mental freedom. He propounded the social cognitive theory, a cornerstone of which is the concept of self-efficacy. This concept is not just about having skills or knowledge, rather it's about believing in your capacity to use these skills effectively to achieve desired outcomes. Bandura suggests that self-efficacy is a powerful driver of human agency, that is, the ability to intentionally make things happen. It's an empowering belief that you can influence your own life circumstances rather than being a mere pawn of external forces. When you trust in your abilities, you're more likely to take the driver's seat of your life, steering it in the direction you desire. So, how does self-efficacy relate to mental freedom? Well, mental freedom is about breaking free from limiting beliefs and patterns of thought that hold you back. And self-efficacy is a potent antidote to such constraints. It instills a sense of control and autonomy, enabling you to persist in the face of challenges and bounce back from setbacks. But how can one strengthen self-efficacy? Bandura offers 4 primary sources. First, mastery experiences. Nothing boosts confidence like success. Overcoming obstacles through effort and determination reinforces the belief in one's capabilities. Second, vicarious experiences or modeling. Seeing others similar to us succeed can instill belief that we too can triumph. Third, verbal persuasion. Being encouraged by others can boost our self-belief. And fourth, physiological and emotional states. Managing stress and interpreting physical and emotional responses positively can enhance self-efficacy. In essence, self-efficacy is about empowerment. It's about standing up and saying, "I can and I will." It's about resilience, rising every time we fall. It's about owning our life, not just being a passive bystander. Bandura's theory teaches us that believing in our abilities and taking action can free us from our mental constraints. Erik Erikson's theory of psychosocial development highlights the importance of identity formation in achieving mental freedom. This Swedish-American psychologist and psychoanalyst proposed 8 stages of human development, each marked by a unique conflict that contributes to a major aspect of personality. One of the most critical stages in Erikson's theory is the identity versus role confusion stage. This stage typically occurs during adolescence, a time when individuals are exploring who they are and where they fit in the world. Erikson believed that during this stage, successful navigation leads to a strong sense of identity, a clear understanding of one's values, beliefs, and goals. Imagine it as standing at the crossroads of life, where each path represents a different role or identity. The journey involves trying out different paths, assessing what feels right and what aligns with our inner selves. This exploration is not just about deciding on a career or a life partner. It's about understanding our unique individuality, our passions, our values, and what we stand for. The result of this exploration, if successful, is a clear identity. Erikson argued that a clear identity is a cornerstone of mental freedom. Why? Because when we know who we are, we can make decisions that align with our true selves. We can stand firm in our beliefs, undeterred by societal pressures or expectations. But what if the exploration is not successful? What if we succumb to societal expectations, peer pressure, or parental influence? Erikson coined the term role confusion for this. It's a state where we're unsure of our identity, where we're merely performing roles dictated by society, not driven by our authentic selves. This state inhibits mental freedom, leading to feelings of unrest, dissatisfaction, and even depression. Erikson's perspective emphasizes that an established identity, not a confused role, leads to authentic living and mental freedom. It's about being true to oneself, about making autonomous decisions based on our values and beliefs, not societal pressures. Erikson shows us that defining our identity is key to breaking free from societal expectations and achieving mental freedom. It's a journey of self-discovery, of understanding our unique individuality and living true to it. That, according to Erikson, is the essence of mental freedom. And so how do we achieve mental freedom according to these four psychologists? Let's summarize. Shi Yeng Hi urges us to cultivate mindfulness, to live in the present, free from the chains of past regrets and future worries. Jordan Peterson emphasizes the power of responsibility, encouraging us to face our fears, embrace our challenges, and find meaning in our personal hero's journey. Bandura points to self-efficacy, the belief in our abilities as the key to unlocking our resilience and empowerment. And finally, Erik Erikson underscores the importance of identity formation, urging us to explore roles, values, and make autonomous decisions that align with our true selves. These paths to mental freedom may seem distinct, but they intersect and reinforce each other, forming a roadmap to self-actualization. It's about practicing mindfulness, taking responsibility, building self-efficacy, and defining your identity. Mental freedom is a journey, not a destination, and the insights from these psychologists provide a roadmap for this journey.